Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In a world that builds walls, dividing hearts by race, nationality, and status, Islam tears them down. It calls us to something far greater, a bond that no border can confine, no bloodline can limit, and no prejudice can break. Brotherhood in Islam is not a vision to create, it is a reality that Allah has already declared. The question is not whether we are brothers, it is whether we choose to live as brothers. This mindset reaches deeper than unity. It carries weight, responsibility, and accountability. The strength of this ummah is measured not by numbers nor wealth, but by the strength of its hearts bound together. And when that bond shows cracks, it is not someone else's task to repair, it is ours. Today, inshallah, we'll be discussing the mindset of brotherhood and ukhuwah, derived from the verse of the Quran Kareem, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَ أَخَوَيْكُمْ وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. Indeed, the believers are but brothers. So make peace between your brothers and fear Allah so that you may receive mercy. Surah Al-Hujarat was revealed to lay down the blueprint for a society founded on respect, compassion, and justice. And in the heart of that blueprint lies this verse, not a suggestion, but a command. Brotherhood is not something we decide upon. It is not crafted in conference rooms nor written into charters. Allah has already established it, but its maintenance, the healing of divisions, the mending of hearts, the repair of what ego has broken, that responsibility rests firmly on our shoulders. Brotherhood is not a favor to extend, it is a duty to uphold. The mindset of ukhuwah demands that we see each believer as part of our family, not through blood, but through belief. This verse opens the heart to three profound truths. The first, brotherhood is not something we build, it's something we recognize. The second, unity is not automatic, it is cultivated through effort, humility, and forgiveness. And the third, taqwa is the foundation. When hearts are aligned with Allah, pride dissolves, grudges fade, and what remains is strength in unity. If we are truly brothers, then arrogance has no place between us. Envy has no refuge. Grudges are foreign. Islam calls us beyond the comfort of private worship into the challenge of collective strength. Brotherhood is given. There is no other in Islam. There is only us, only one family, called to stand together beneath the banner of La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Reconciliation is responsibility. The believer does not look away from tension. He steps into it with courage, knowing that each act of reconciliation is an act of worship. Taqwa is the foundation. When actions are driven by the desire to please Allah, the weight of ego falls away and unity becomes effortless. Ibn Kathir rahimahumullah explains it with elegance. This verse obligates believers to see one another not as acquaintances, but as family, tasked with cultivating harmony and healing rifts. Brotherhood is not the absence of differences, it is the triumph of faith over difference. The Prophet ﷺ did not merely speak of brotherhood, he ﷺ embodied it. When the Muhajirun left their homes and wealth behind, arriving in Medina Munawwara as strangers, he ﷺ stood before them and united them with the Ansar in bonds deeper than blood. He paired Sa'ad bin al-Rabi' radiallahu anh with Abdurrahman ibn Auf radiallahu anh, and with open arms Sa'ad radiallahu anhu said, "This is my wealth, take half of it, and I have 2 wives, see which one pleases you, and I will divorce her for you to marry." This was not charity, it was not obligation, it was the living example of ukhuwah. Strangers transformed into family overnight, each one willing to give not from surplus, but from the heart. And when conflicts arose, the Prophet ﷺ was the first to step in, to mend, to guide. He ﷺ taught that broken relationships corrode faith, and that peacemaking is a worship far greater than voluntary fasting, prayer, and charity. Nabi ﷺ said, أَلَا أُخْبِرُكُمْ بأفضل من درجة الصيام والصلاة والصدقة قالوا بلى يا رسول الله فقال إصلاح ذات البين فإن فساد ذات البين هي الحالقة. رواه الترمذي. Shall I not tell you what is better than fasting, prayer, and charity? It is to reconcile between people, for division shaves away faith. Our world fractures more easily than it unites. Communities splinter along lines of race, ethnicity, and ideology. Online spaces breed arguments rather than understanding. Families and friendships shatter over wounded egos. But the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam warned, لا تقاطعوا ولا تدابروا ولا تباغضوا ولا تحاسدوا وكونوا عباد الله إخوانا. Do not sever ties, do not turn away from each other, do not hate one another, and do not envy one another, but be, O servants of Allah, brothers. Narrated by Imam Bukhari and Imam Muslim. Brotherhood is not an ornament of faith, it is its lifeline. When you witness division, do not become part of the silence. Step forward to heal it. When you carry resentment, do not protect it. Release it for the sake of Allah. When pride whispers, choose humility. A single brick is fragile, but joined with others, it becomes a wall that no storm can breach. Brotherhood is not perfection. It is the daily decision to choose unity over ego, peace over pride. The Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was never built on shared color, wealth, nor tribal ties. It was built on faith, pure, unshakable, and borderless. The world may divide us by lines on a map, but Allah gathers us beneath one banner as believers. One heart, one family, one ummah, one purpose. A divided ummah is vulnerable. A united ummah is unstoppable. The question is not whether Allah has made us brothers. He already has. The question is, will we love like it? May Allah grant us understanding.